What's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Open Shutter. I'm your host, Mr. Brian James, joined with 4 other, or 5 other guests, depending on
We don't know who's
the
coming.
technical issues that they're having. But tonight is a very special edition of Open Shutter because tonight we're going to show you our photo fails.
Beautiful.
Some of the photos that we've screwed up, that we've effed up, and that you've never seen anywhere before because they're so bad that we wouldn't normally do this. But I have run out of ideas, and so my idea was, you know what? Let's just share some stuff because not everything turns out fantastic. I only shared my very best photos, so I just have like 6 examples. I think we all have a few. Brian only shoots awesome photos, Mr. McGowan down there, so he's scrambling to find some. We got Jim and Joseph joining us in the chat.
Delete the thousands.
I usually do too. I was happy to find some though. Jim, you can go ahead and send us some photos too if you want to jump in here. I know you got some bad photos somewhere. Although most of the ones I see from you are pretty good. But again, I'm Mr. Brian James. You can find me on the interwebs. I'll pass it over to Evans.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to Open Shutter this Wednesday night. As you guys all know, my name is Evans, based in Brampton, Ontario. It was hard, but I managed to find some really terrible photos to share today. Right? Some of them very embarrassing, but the goal today is just to let you guys know that at one point or the other, we all take really horrible images, right? Screw it up really bad. That's the point. You learn from your mistakes and you grow. So it's going to be a fun show tonight. Paul?
Totally. Yeah. Thanks for everyone for jumping on. I think it's important just to, not to make fun of our photos, just like everyone starts from like zero. So, people that are in Toronto might have known that one of our friends, Bert Armstrong, passed away last weekend. So he was a really great guy and really, really knowledgeable. And I encourage you to check out his Instagram, which is in my handle there. And if you guys haven't, the family set up a GoFundMe, which I'll put in the comments. Feel free to check that out. And if you want to support the family, please do. But huge loss. So this one's for Bert.
This one's for Bert.
Yeah.
This one's for Bert. Oh, yeah. I don't know how I got to follow that up now.
I don't know.
You should have gone last, because now I got to follow that up. My name is Brian McGowan, Brampton-based photographer, videographer. And there are a lot of bad photos and a lot of missed photos, and a lot of them are gone for that reason. But I can find a few, even from the early days, that were posted but are still just terrible. So
it's all good, man. That's how we learn.
And just before we get going here, make sure you subscribe to all these guys on YouTube as well, so you can see the awesome stuff they're doing now and not the bad stuff that we're going to show tonight.
Yeah.
What if, isn't it a social experiment? What if we start a page where we just post the worst stuff possible? What if we did that? You think it could blow up?
Fun.
You think it could be big?
It's possible.
Hey, Kim, how are you? Tony, Jack, Gibbon, Kevin, thanks everyone for joining us. All right, well, I mean,
I'm going to jump in the chat because I usually hang out in the chat. So,
should it be me that starts off?
Yeah, moderate, everybody. Go for it.
Hey, what's up, Jim? Listen, I want you guys, don't hold any punches here, okay? Here's what we can do. We can beat our co-hosts and our people in our chat to the punch by making fun of our own photos. I think that'll be the.
Yeah, why not?
Let me share my screen. Let me go over here. All right, first up, I have no idea what this photo is. Here we go. And of course, it went on the wrong screen. Oh yeah, I messed this up.
Yeah, I was going to say that's not a terrible photo. I actually like.
What are you talking about? Yeah, it is
terrible. Yeah, were you on a boat or something? What are we doing?
I was laying on the ground, and I ended up with a good photo. That night. That was not it. And not only is the that's the U.S. Capitol, but you see there's no there's nobody storming it at the moment. It was quiet that night, but yeah, the horizon is bad. I don't know what I was thinking there. The ball might be in focus. I don't know, but that's certainly not centered in any particular way whatsoever.
What year was this?
That was 2019.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So I've improved a bit. I don't know where that blue light's coming from. I don't know if that was me.
What were you trying to do? What were we trying to get the capability through the lens
I
ball?
think so. I think so. Yeah.
Don't you have a picture of that on your IG?
I do. I have like one that I nailed. Yeah. This one not so much. This one not so much.
Yeah.
All right.
It happens.
Oh, who's next?
I'll go next if you want me to.
Oh, Meeks is back.
Hey, Meeks,
Hey.
go
Hello,
back.
Meek photos.
Hello. How's everybody doing?
Fantastic. How are you?
Fantastic.
Happy to have power.
Yes, happy to have power, heat, everything. Yeah, almost feels like Canada last
Almost.
2
Hey,
weeks.
hey now.
Yeah.
That's what we
Hey,
go. That's what we
now.
go through.
All right, so I'm here to make fun of some pictures. So let's see them.
All right.
Yeah.
You missed
Who's up
Brian's
next?
first one.
Am I
so
going? Am I going now? Am I going now?
Go for it if you
Oh,
want.
you should
You know what
go.
I'm doing?
Yeah,
Okay,
go
I
for
just
it,
did
Paul.
my screen.
All right.
So you guys have me?
There it is.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So this is Toronto. So this is Fillmore's Hotel, which is a gentleman's club, and this is not exactly the best part of town. This is actually at a meetup, 2018, and
Oh, I missed that meetup.
I've never been asked for drugs like so many times in a half-hour span. Like it was bad. Like people were legit coming up to us going, "Do you guys have meth?" We're like, "No, we just want to shoot this building." So that's one side of the
Wow.
story. The other side of the story is that this sign at the top, this Fillmore's Hotel sign at the very top, does not light up. That was the whole point of coming here to shoot this thing. So we waited and waited and waited, and we kept being asked for meth. And we just decided, you know what? I don't think this like sign's coming up, and I don't really want to get stabbed today. This is like honestly like 5-minute walk from like the Eaton Center. So it's
And
not.
then 2 minutes after you walked away, that sign lit up.
It doesn't light up for some reason. I don't know why.
Well,
But
it's not your
that's-
it's not your best work, but it's not terrible. I mean,
Well, the light trail isn't great. I mean, it's really the sign that would have sold it.
it's a little crooked. Something
It's
happened in the
crooked.
middle there.
It's
Something.
crooked, and I don't know.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was an interesting night, to say the least.
I can believe that.
And yeah, like it's a real sketch part of town, man. Like real sketch.
That sounds like fun. So we should do more meetups there.
Well, we might do one next weekend. Yeah, if we open up.
I'd go.
Why not? So that's one of my
Alright, Evan.
gems. That's one of my gems.
I see Evans just popped up on the screen here. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Let's see this. Now, what is wrong with this photo?
Oh, you haven't seen it? It's so clear. This image is completely out of focus.
Mm.
And this is from years ago, and I'm showing the metadata here so you guys can see what I actually did wrong, right? So this is, I think, right when I just started taking pictures, and I have here the Canon's basic maybe telephoto lens you can get, which is about maybe $150. You can get one of these. It's a 75 to 300, and it's variable aperture, so f4 to f5.6.
That's like the worst telephoto lens.
That's
you
the
can get.
worst telephoto lens you can ever get. And and to make matters worse, look at what I'm shooting at, 1/50th of a second.
Oh, boy.
Right, trying to handheld.
Yeah.
And so the slightest movement, and you can see in here, the faces and everything is completely out of focus.
Yeah.
Completely out of focus.
It was just hard to tell on my. It was to tell on my screen.
Yeah,
Plus 3200
maybe
ISO
hard
on
to
a
tell,
kit
but
lens.
3200 ISO on a kit lens, and also this was shot on the T5 as well, right? So That was really
Don't blame the
JPEG or RAW?
T5. Don't
JPEG.
blame
Don't
the
blame the
T5.
the
T5.
T5 is good. You just gotta make sure that you get to know the capabilities of your gear, right? So you're shooting on the T5, you have a very bad kit lens. All combined, you gotta know what settings to shoot at to get a good image out of it.
Yeah, I was just pulling your legs there.
So
But yeah,
whoever's watching and is thinking about hiring Evermore Media, just trust that he's gotten a lot better, and all your images will be in focus because now he shoots with a Sony A7 III.
Well,
And-
it's
and
not
he's
just
been
about the
looking into
upgrading the
Nikons too,
camera.
so.
It's just being a more of a experience and working through the issues as they come up, right?
That's what I meant to say.
But I'll never shoot an Nikon, just to put it out there.
Yes,
Unless they
standards.
give it to me for sponsorship for free, right?
For
Then I
free?
might consider it.
Oh, I thought you wouldn't even shoot it for free.
All right, who's up here now? I see someone else popped up. Who's this?
Is that one mine? I shared mine. So
It's
This
not
is-
too bad.
no,
It looks-
it's actually this was a midday shoot where I was deliberately trying to do a shoot with just a macro lens, midday in the summertime, no shade, no modifiers, nothing, and then I cut off her foot and her hand.
Mm.
I mean, yeah.
Got that
That's-
nice shadow on her ankle though. Thing.
Yeah,
Could you have maybe you could have what do you call it? Never mind. Content aware, fill a foot back in there.
I don't know.
Yeah, if Photoshop
is
ever
back-
figures out how to do that, that's amazing.
This is back before Photoshop was even that close to that good.
You know,
So,
the funny thing, I've made so many of those mistakes. I had a couple of shoots recently where I had legs and fingers cut out still. So
mhm.
You know what? Then you just
Right,
crop it in
it's
like
keep
you
helpful.
did it on purpose.
yeah, then you just crop it in tighter.
Yeah.
You were looking for fails though, so this is a fail.
That counts as a fail, definitely.
It counts as a fail. Something you
I
always
already
pay
know the
attention to now.
Cool.
Salome, you got
Confession,
anything
we're
for us?
actually-
All right, I'm
That one.
sharing now.
All right, let's
Uh,
see this.
Do you,
Let's
do you
see this
it?
garbage. Let's see this trash that you're about to give
Do you,
us.
do you see it? Do you see this?
Better be trash. I see it.
Don't mess with Texas.
There we go.
Don't mess with Texas. Mm-hmm.
All right, so this is like my early days of Flash, and I, for this image, a lot of things are blown out here, and the Flash itself was way too strong on the face. No direction whatsoever. I just made the whole face flat, and well, of course, I didn't edit this image, so this is actually a raw image. It might look better in JPEG. So yeah, and 4 or 5 years ago, I was not very aware of blowing out skies. I had a very narrow vision. It was just the subject, and that's it. I wasn't thinking about what the skies were doing, what the environment was doing. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Especially on the right there underneath her arm. Like, it's totally blown out.
totally
blown
blown
out.
out.
Yeah.
Fingers are cut off.
Exactly that too. And then the
Face is shiny. What was it? A bare flash?
No, it wasn't a bad. You know what? It was a in the the 8600 comes with a tiny diffuser. So it was in that
Mhm.
little tiny diffuser. It's like a foot in the diameter or something like that. So more or less a bare flash. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen better work from you. Definitely.
Yep.
StreamYard
All
is
right, all
fuzzy.
right.
too?
That's what she says. Is it fuzzy for you guys?
How's the
It looks
connection?
okay on my end.
How's our connection?
Oh, is it fuzzy? Yeah, it's
I
not.
changed my connection.
Maybe it's
seems
just
to-
Evan's still out of focus using a Canon.
Oh.
Things are getting
That could be
heated.
it.
I shoot Canon, by the way. So
All right. I guess it's my turn.
let's do it.
So I'll set this up with. I wanted to take some cool neon portraits, like that was all the rage and whatnot. But I had no clue as to how to position the model using the neons. So
Oh.
I ended up putting her directly in front of the neons. Now, what that does for me is nothing because I get no light on her face.
Mm-hmm.
She's dark. And when I bring up, and I shot this at like 6400 ISO on like an A6000 like 3 years ago. And so I wasn't going to bring the shadows up a whole lot. It was going to be pretty noisy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did not know what I was doing.
Brandon
so
Wolf will be very mad at you.
I got some good shots out of it, but like this whole set here was basically a fail. And I had to walk around forever to try to find, this was in San Diego, and I was trying to find places with neon signs, and this had cool neons, but I blew it.
You gotta go on the side, man. You gotta go to the side. You gotta go.
I
Brandon
know.
Wolf
Okay,
on
look.
that, man.
So Evans gives us. This
Yeah,
is how
exactly.
we do it.
You want me to be your model?
That was the one I was gonna say, one of my failed shots as well. So when you brought up the neon, I had to cue that one up. So I think this was a meetup we did downtown
Yep.
Brampton.
It was.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was.
That was
man.
my first time trying out neons, and every shot I got, I couldn't use. I didn't like them because I mean,
Not super easy.
And
it's not super easy trying to do
Yep.
neon stuff, right?
the shot I took
Um,
of Paul at that meetup, he uses in his socials these days.
It's on my
Yeah.
YouTube banner. kids.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, I did like that though.
I think that was my first and my last time I tried neon, but I might try it again in the near future.
I think you gotta go more on the side. I think you gotta get more on the side to get more.
Is
of the
that Evans?
Yeah.
Is that why you didn't want to buy the Neon Demon Studios with me? Because you knew it would be hard to shoot there.
Yeah.
I love shooting
Yeah.
neon.
I wanna
And I
go to
like
that studio. It's so damn expensive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's a free plug for Neon Demon Studios in Toronto, Ontario. They claim to be going out of business, and they've been saying this for months now, but yet they are still open.
They're
And
still
they're
Up.
still charging $400 for a 2-hour session. So
Seriously?
that's right up your alley.
Yeah.
400 for 2 hours or 800 for video.
Wow.
Oh, you're shooting video.
Yeah, Tony, it is. It's an amazing place, but just not really in my budget. Unless the models feel like paying me and the studio rental, then I'll definitely go.
Mm-hmm.
But
Wow.
I
All
found
right.
someone to run it, according to Tony, though.
yeah. Oh, he did. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Paul's up
You guys
next.
got me?
Here we go. Boom.
Look at this.
Wow.
So this was another meetup. So we actually did a meetup in the Path system in downtown Toronto. So we honestly had probably about 25 to 30 people. And what we didn't know at the time is that the Path is private property.
Yep.
So we had security guards basically follow us around. They eventually they actually escorted us out of the Path because they said you can't be here. And we're like, we just want to take photos. And the Path is a very difficult place to take photos just because of like everything going on. This person is doing a handstand. This might have been the highlight of the whole like photo shoot. But the Path is not easy, and we almost got arrested that day, which was interesting.
It's not well lit either, so
And it's not well lit, and it's just I don't know. Unless you're going for like, go
I
ahead.
didn't do
can't
him
tell you the
justice.
number of times I've been escorted out of buildings in downtown Toronto by security.
Yeah, stupid. Unless you're going for like an abandoned look, and maybe you try to go for an abandoned look, but no.
yeah, I tried to shoot again at the atrium the other day.
Yeah,
And,
they kicked you out.
the guy was like, I was like I had the camera in my sweatshirt and I was like just taking it out like this. He's like from above. I didn't even see him. He's like, I know you're not about to shoot photos, right? And I looked up and I was like, no, of course not. He's like, yeah, because you can't take photos here, so that's why I know you're probably gonna put that away, right? And I'm like, yep.
It's the silliest thing, man.
It is.
It's
but
the silliest thing. Oh, Toronto, when will you learn? One day.
Who's my
One day
lucky is
you'll
this?
get the flowers. Oh yeah, I like the backdrop.
I don't know what
Yeah,
you have to
except-
say, man. I like this picture.
It's cool,
Really?
man.
the backdrop's crooked.
Yeah, the backdrop's good, but the intent is cool. What you're
Yeah, I
trying.
just totally failed at it.
The intent is there, but it's a fail.
Yeah.
Probably had to go
well,
closer. Probably had to go closer too.
I could probably, if I really wanted, I could probably fix it, but it's an old
Yeah.
photo.
I would just.
Yeah, if you put go to the, what do you call that section in Lightroom?
The geometry. Just
Yeah.
adjust the geometry.
Yeah, or the transform thing, and just put some manual guides on the checker lines. Be straight.
I'll just, if I ever wanted to, I'd just retry it and do a better job lighting it too.
yeah, that too. It's like the concept is good, but it's a little uninteresting, I guess.
Yeah.
Like something's missing. It doesn't pop right. Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't execute well.
Let's do a we should do a redo.
I need to fill with coffee.
No.
And then crop it in.
There's too much coffee. YouTube is full of coffee.
Wow.
All right, Meek Photos.
All right.
Do it, Meek.
Let's go. Let's share something. This is let's see.
I'm just rolling through. I just want to see all this trash that you guys
Oh,
got.
there's so much. Man. There's just so much. I love it. This could be like a whole series. Oh yeah.
Nice.
Excellent.
This thing growing out of his head. That's perfect.
Excellent.
Yeah, so pretty much the same things, stuff was growing out of his head. But the good thing was, after I did this, he's an author, so his book was actually delayed for about 6 months. So I got better and I re-edited his photos for him. So he was happy. But the funny thing is, the first time he was very happy about it anyway. Of course, sometimes, most of the time, the clients don't see it. They don't see the mistakes. So stuff was blown out. I had to take off this chain. It was like not centered. It was on the side. I don't know if you guys can see it. And yeah.
Is that the flash in the top right corner?
Yeah, that's a flash right there.
Wow.
Yeah, that
Just
is the
left it
flash.
in there, huh?
Well, no, this is the raw image.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is the raw image. Yeah. So, and of course, stuff growing up from the head. And if you manage these things, you don't have to spend time editing these things out.
Not gonna lie, his face kind of looks like he saw the photo.
He's not impressed.
Expectations versus reality. Expectations
Not
versus reality.
impressed.
Yeah. Yep. So that was that for that day. There were much better photos that day, though. Much better photos that day. Yeah.
Of course there were. Of course there were.
Much better photos that day.
Oh, nice.
Almost.
He's reaching for something. Oh, the bookcase shot.
Yeah, but all these are the raw images. So these are not the finished images. All right.
Good job.
All right,
man.
I guess I'm up. All right, this is when I was just learning about like selective focus. I was seeing all these guys taking pictures of like manhole covers, and everything else in the background was all bokeh and beautiful. And so this is my failed attempt in Germany, where I thought it'd be cool.
Yeah.
Apparently, I was taking a photo of a brick in the middle of the road. I'm not really sure what I was thinking there. And
the intent was good.
I probably shot this on 1.8 because it seems like my focus is from here to here. Everything else is blurry. But trust me, it was a beautiful location. You just could never tell by the photo I took.
So the tourism board will not be using this photo to sell its.
You know what? The thing is because it's so blurry, you could probably use this photo for any city in Europe, though. So it could be.
That's true.
Very
Probably
versatile.
Universal.
You know, I could say, yeah. So stay classy. So that's what I gotta say about that.
Stay classy.
All right, Paul. All right, you're ripping on me, Paul. Let's see what you got.
Oh, it's a gem.
Oh yeah. That's a what do you trim the bushes with that thing, right?
Yeah, kind
Head
of.
trimmer.
Sorta. Has anyone ever shot inside an aquarium before?
No.
Yeah, it's absolutely horrible.
It's brutal.
You can't get anything exposed.
It's bad.
I'd love to go to Ripley's and try it, but
This is where this was shot.
okay.
Yeah, I have tried shooting at Ripley's before. It didn't turn out good.
I've
This
never
is
been there.
And if you try to use a flash, it just bounces. The whole glass just
Yeah,
turns
the
white.
flash
You
would
can't
be
see anything.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, yeah.
I don't think they even accept flashes
oh, maybe not.
because you probably need to have like an actual like permit to actually be there with a tripod and stuff. But
Well, kids, the point of the story here is, if you go to the
Uh,
aquarium, just enjoy the aquarium. Don't bring your camera.
yeah, like this is what I think. This is probably the best photo that I got of that day.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's a
the
cool
best
area.
photo I got. That's the best photo I got. Just
Yeah,
use
that's
this
neat.
with the kid, and
Yeah.
but other than that, I mean,
I like that.
yeah, it's not bad. The rest is just like this. It's tough, man. It's tough. And Ripley's is not cheap. Let me tell you.
No,
I still
no,
want to
it's
try
not.
it someday, just to actually try it, but
Yeah.
I don't have high expectations.
It's actually better probably if we were able to like book some sort of like session with them with no one inside.
That would be cool.
And
I was gonna say for Salome and I, with military gets 50% off. So
okay.
Nice.
usually when you were allowed to have visitors, whenever I have visitors come in, I usually take them there and then take them to the CN Tower as well because I got half off for those. So if we wanted to go, maybe I could see if I can purchase the tickets like ahead of time.
Yeah,
That'd be cool.
Sure.
Open shutter field trip.
Sam's like gonna remember
There you go.
Friday.
Hey guys, you
Black
know something?
Friday.
Aquarium pictures actually turn out good with Nikons. So
Uh-oh.
I just gotta say.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, if you drop it in the water.
Okay, whose turn is it?
Um,
I'll go again.
should be
I have-
Evans, but
I
we
have a
can do
lot
whatever.
from where it came from.
Oh, okay. Good. Keep them coming.
I got one more. I'm looking.
That's
so
for
this
bright,
was-
man.
Yeah, this
Oh,
was
wow.
in the Colosseum, and yeah, the first several pictures for the first half of the day were not good. I think the back of my my screen, my LCD on my old Nikon D750 was set a little too dim, so
They're known for that, yeah.
yeah, stuff will be overblown and I wouldn't see it until I plug it into the computer. So yeah. Yep. And of course I did the same thing that Brian did earlier where I didn't take advantage of the neon lights, to light up her face. And I just had them there so her face was not lit. Yeah.
I mean, like if you shot with one of those stick lights or off-camera flash or something, you could balance it out. You could balance out the
Right.
exposure. But to shoot with nothing is
Yeah.
amateur.
Yeah.
Amateur.
And I think one of the stuff that we us photographers have to take into consideration is when you're shooting and you're looking at the back of the screen. Majority of the time, that back of the screen is not as accurate as looking through the EVF or the viewfinder. Right? So sometimes,
Learn to read the histogram.
yeah, your histogram is the best way to judge exposure.
Definitely.
Yeah. Even the EVF sometimes it's not accurate,
Yep.
unless it's a Nikon, of course. Then it's accurate.
The Sony A7 IV comes with FPV goggles, so you'll get a really nice picture in those.
And it's
Just
own
hold the camera
propellers
wherever.
too, right?
Wherever you want, yeah. They're partnering with DJI.
There we go.
By the way, if Kevin is in Maryland Drone Guy, if he's in the chat still, he just got the DJI FPV.
Oh, the FPV. Nice.
Ooh.
So jealous.
Nice.
So jealous.
Yeah.
That's
We're
why he's the
calling that
drone guy.
combo. It's just
Yeah, I
the thing
wouldn't
is, I've
mind
had
that.
so many drones, and I did FPV, and I crashed all of them, and they're so expensive to fix. But being that it's DJI, I'm sure they have insurance and stuff like that, and it looks like they have collision avoidance and some trainers and all that stuff, which I didn't have when I started flying.
It's got an emergency brake on the DJI one.
I saw that.
Yeah,
That's
so
only
you
a
can just
feature.
pause midair
Wait, emergency brake?
Yeah.
on the drone.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Crazy.
Remember,
just
it's not hovering.
hovers?
Like you're,
It hovers
Yeah.
right there.
yeah. But when you hit the emergency brake, it stops and hovers. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's wild, man. Wow.
All right. Seven just popped up here.
it's 1300 US though.
1300
That's
US.
not terrible.
Yeah. That's with one battery
too
and
bad,
the
but-
regular controller.
Yeah.
Brampton.
Yes.
Oh, I know that spot.
My
Yep.
backyard. So I tried to fix this image in post. Didn't turn out really good. I think she was, like when you are outdoors and it's getting dark, sometimes you got to use the environment better, right? What could I have done to improve this image? I could have just moved her back a little bit so that this light in the right corner here would maybe light her a little bit more instead of just leaving her in the shadows and the background is more lit than her, right? Try to bring it out a little bit more, didn't work out. So when you're shooting outdoors, use your environment and see what you can use to light up your subject a lot better than just position them anyhow, right? Be mindful of where you're positioning your subjects.
Definitely.
Plus, there's a car behind.
Yeah.
Who's this?
So, that's not a bad photo. I'm just actually going to show up a good neon photo before I move to another.
I was gonna say. I was like, come on, Brian. There's nothing wrong with this.
There we go.
Yep.
That's pretty ugly. I'm gonna be honest. Are those
Yeah.
staples?
Those are staples. That's
Is
when
this
I
supposed
first
to be
got
like
a
a-
macro lens.
Wait. If you didn't know they were staples, you thought they were buildings. That's why you said they were
Well,
ugly.
honestly, I was gonna say, were you trying to build make it like a mini building set? Like,
Basically.
I see.
oh well,
I see.
then that's creative, man. That's not.
That's creative,
And
yeah.
The background is
Yeah.
actually a rock. So
Get 4 points
it
for
looks
that.
like clouds, but it's actually a rock. It didn't. I wish I had lit it better. I wish a lot of
Yeah.
things. Again, good idea, bad execution.
It's not awful though. I don't really like it, but I give you points for creativity, definitely, for what it's worth.
Thanks. It's still.
This is one of my better shots. I'm going to share one of my really excellent shots here of this door I took.
Ooh.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
I got a lost.
I don't know I know you guys can't reach into my brain, but I don't know what I was thinking here. When I saw this door, some part of me goes, hey, wait. I was with a group. Hey, you guys stop. I'm going to photograph this door here. It's going to be,
Where was this? What
banger.
city? Where was this?
this was in in France.
Oh, okay. Well,
And that's what I got no good pictures from France. Like, and this is what I came home with. I'm so pissed.
No
Wow.
baguettes. No
This is like before before I was Mr. Brian James, I was just Brian.
baguettes.
Yeah, it's awful.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right.
Maybe put into like black and white.
Does that even help? I don't even know what the hell I was thinking.
I think you just
I don't even know.
door. I think you just have a thing for doors. Hashtag door porn.
Door
some-
porn.
Door porn.
Photoshop a face looking out, and then it's actually an image.
Then it'll be something. Otherwise, I don't know
Yeah.
what I'm looking at here. Let's just
Maybe
get
the
off the screen
color
before
contrast, the green versus the gray or whatever that color is.
I
Maybe that's what you're looking at.
starting to feel bad about myself. Let's switch over to this person.
Is that
Yeah,
me?
let's do that. No, this is me.
Okay.
This
Oh,
is 4 months after I started doing photography.
Mm.
And you can, if you look on the left side of the tree there, you can see where I took out the power lines. Like I did such a bad job of it.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
And it's June 2013, so it was the crappy HDR overcooking stage.
Well done, though.
And that there was a road there too. In the bottom left corner, I took the road out, just cloned the grass over it.
Well, that's not too bad. But this power
I've
line.
since taken better photos, but of that same spot and processed them better. That's just terrible.
Well, I like how you use the fence.
The funny part is people have actually licensed that photo.
Really?
Yeah,
For money?
Yes, for
He
money.
goes for money.
Not much money, but I have made a couple bucks off that
That's
photo.
all right. I'm down for that.
Yeah.
Damn.
The funny thing is, up to now I still kind of like HDR. You know, even with all the hate.
I don't
It's
mind HDR, but it's got to
just-
be done right, and this
Right.
wasn't
A
done
little
right.
subtle, you know.
Yeah,
And then let's see, yeah.
well, using luminosity layers to blend instead of just overcooking in like Photo Matrix or something. You can actually create really nice HDRs if you use luminosity masking and things like that in Photoshop,
Mhm,
but it's just more of a process to do it nicely. But it comes out a lot better.
Whew, okay, I'm going to share
All right.
one very embarrassing one, and then we can move on from me. This one is really embarrassing too. I had to
All
dig
right.
really deep from years ago.
Uh-oh.
Should we? Should I?
I don't
put
know.
it on the screen
I don't know
for
what
just
I
a
was.
few
I
moments?
was. Here we go.
Let's go.
Yep.
All right.
So this one
There it
is
is.
from years ago. This is way before
Oh,
I started
man.
actually.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Hmm.
That looks like something
It's the
one of
opposite.
the family
This
members
was-
would take.
Somebody was in focus back there.
Yeah. Wow.
Was
I think-
this a
I think this was
disposable camera?
no. This was actually the T5. This is like maybe a month or two after I picked up the T5 for the first time. So this is when I was learning to shoot, and thank God I was just a guest at a family member's wedding, and I was allowed to take some shots. Right, so I was still learning. So it wasn't something like a paid shoot, or I wasn't shooting professionally at that time. But it just goes to show how you've grown, right? Sometimes I look
Oh,
at
yeah.
this stuff and I realize, what? I can shoot a wedding now.
Yeah.
It's just crazy. I didn't know what I was focusing on. The focus is way in the back in the last girl over there, I think.
Yeah, she's
so
probably
much
not
gap.
even a bridesmaid or anything. Probably
Yeah,
just some
and
random girl
I think
in
it was
the
some
back.
random girl. So much gap at the top. You know, the framing is off, the exposure is off. My camera settings are off as well. I'm shooting at a 100th of a second on that same long telephoto lens again. Right?
Hmm.
It's ridiculous stuff.
You know, when you start and you get that long telephoto lens, you can bring back and forth.
Man, you want to use it for everything.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, and I can say I don't have a photo to show it, but doing wildlife photography and bird photography, I have probably deleted thousands of empty branches or just the edge of a bird leaving the frame. There's just a lot of that in the wildlife game. But you miss a lot of shots. There you're using your burst rate and you're hoping to get one in maybe 100 that's a decent photo.
Yeah, that's it, man. It's wildlife is tough. A lot of patience.
A lot of missed shots.
A
A
lot.
lot of missed shots.
Follow Morton Hilmer on YouTube. He's a great wildlife photographer.
I got a shot next if no one else is up.
Go for it.
But yeah,
From-
you go.
One of the off-camera flashes meetups that Paul and Evans hosted,
Those are
and
the videos.
was one of the ones I came to, and I had. You'll notice in a second, but I had I think it was maybe my prism or a piece of glass or something, and I was trying to get reflections of the graffiti on top of the model.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
in doing so, I was paying no attention to my framing whatsoever.
Oh, it's Cindy.
Yeah, so I got all this lovely space up here for
And
myself.
hands cut off down there.
But unfortunately, she's missing some
Wow.
fingers, and yeah, she was
Did you send her
amputated.
this photo? Did you send her this photo?
I didn't send her this photo.
But you do have a banger from this one though somewhere.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
sure.
she had one, and Helen had one. They didn't have many, dude. I had a lot of shit photos.
Mm.
I mean, the lighting was fine. This is before edit. I mean, the lighting was good. So Evans did his job. But
Yeah.
I think me trying to hold a tool in my hand at the same time. I just didn't do well,
It distracted you.
but whatever.
We'll,
Yeah.
we'll do it again, man. We'll do it again.
And she's like, "Oh, let me see." I'm like, "No, you don't. You just wait. You're gonna be surprised. It's gonna be so good."
Yeah.
I'll do it again. She wants to do something, so we'll have to do
Yeah.
something.
I'll have to try and get
When we
out
can
to
do
that.
stuff. When we can do stuff.
Yeah.
Who else has some crap photos? Come on.
I do. Me, please. That's just fun.
It's good because you're already laughing.
You guys have it? Do you guys have me?
Yeah.
Do you guys know where this is?
What is? Yeah, I know exactly where that is now. I just got it.
It's
The Hockey
the
Hall of
Sky
Fame.
The Sky
Sky
Dome.
Dome.
It's a
Rogers
Sky Dome.
Center.
So
Is it upside down?
yes.
Oh, you're
Trying to
notorious
figure out
for
why do I have to
upside-down
turn
photos.
to see it?
Yeah, I don't know. I was just trying to be different, so I was trying to like play around with. I was trying to shoot the shooter, and meanwhile, like the sky is blown out, and they have this concrete block. So
Yeah.
I'm just trying to be creative with the Sky Dome statues there. I think there's still a shot there to be had. I just haven't found it yet.
You haven't found it yet, no.
No, I haven't
Not
found
yet.
it. Not yet.
Not
It's
yet.
coming.
Well, you can always try again. The good thing about you go there now. There's no crowd.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
Just
that's
take all
handy.
the time you want.
that's the thing.
All right. Cool.
Next.
Who else has garbage photos?
I got one here. Let me share it.
Anyone in the chat want to send us their crap? You can send it to Mr. Brian James Photo at gmail.com. Send us
This is-
crap.
There we go. One of the only times I ever tried a newborn shoot.
Oh, those aren't fun.
Oh no,
Those aren't fun at
not
all.
my thing. Definitely not my thing.
I mean, it could be worse.
It could be worse. The
I've seen
posing's
it. I've seen a lot
terrible.
worse. Well, babies don't take direction like
No.
everybody else. They're just out for themselves.
Hey Brian, I'm disappointed. I thought you were gonna catch some pee or poop in flight.
No, that might actually make it interesting, but no, that's just it's a bad baby photo.
I like the use of the tie though. That's interesting.
Yeah, the tie was a fun addition, but
Yeah.
So I have a question for you all. Since it's a nice segue with a baby. What is your stance on the overly posed baby photos, like the one that are wrapped to have their hands?
the Ann Getty style, basically.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think about it?
I am personally not a fan. I get it. I get why people like it, but I don't. It's not for me.
I think some of them are very beautiful, but I think there's definitely a market for it, and I think there's people that definitely love it. And then like McGowan just doesn't, it's not for him. So it's kind of like for me, for example, like there's people now that put out the portraits that are so heavily dodge and burned and so plastic looking. To me, they look like worse than a Barbie doll, but they're making money and people are buying their tutorials, and they have 400,000 followers. And every time I see their photo, I'm like, how is this what someone wants? How is this what someone wants to look like? But yeah, it's just different styles. Why are you thinking about getting into baby photography?
No, I'm just trying to.
You having a baby and looking for a photographer?
No, I'm just trying to pick your brains, because I've heard very different sides of the story. There's a different photography group I'm part of, and some of the people go overboard. They overly criticize photographers who they claim the babies are uncomfortable. But then the mothers like that particular style, and they took the babies in there. So it's
I
a
think
whole.
If you're going to do it, number one, you have to be good at compositing, because there are just situations that some of those babies are in that you cannot put those babies in. So they're definitely composited, or the photographer is taking way too much risk with a little baby, and they shouldn't be doing that.
Exactly.
The safety of the baby has to be first and foremost.
Right. Yeah, sounds.
And I've seen people take that risk, but I've also seen people who are really good at compositing, and they can put the baby in any position, and it looks really, really good. Just make sure you're good at the compositing, and don't put a baby in a dangerous position.
Yep. And the good thing is, a lot of those pictures you see, the backgrounds are bought on Etsy and stuff like that. It's like, the baby hanging from a tree or whatnot, and all you have to do is to put the face of the baby in there, and then that's it. So
there's a lot of that.
Yeah, and also some people post such pictures and they don't state that this was a composite. So they kind of make it look like this was their work from the scratch. So there is that too. See, finally we get to talk about baby pictures on this channel.
There we go.
and never again.
Yeah.
Never again. Yeah. Yo, okay, so I have done baby pictures for my boy, and my goodness, it's a lot of work. Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah, it is.
Kind of.
Evans, what the crap is this?
This is a joke.
Yeah, I was gonna tell everybody
wow.
if you want to use a flash.
I see the
make sure it
subject very
actually
clearly.
fires.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. I can see the subject clearly.
I was just gonna say, if you want to use flash, make sure it actually fires. Make sure-
Yeah, I had
Make
that
sure you actually
situation.
And I
take your
think
lens cap
Paul and
off.
Brian, you guys were with me for this shoot.
Yeah.
Like,
Good one.
this
Yeah.
is when the flash
Oh.
actually fired
Oh, okay.
versus when your flash actually fails.
I thought you were
That's-
becoming a natural. I thought you were becoming a natural light photographer.
Oh, I do natural light sometimes, but not this kind of natural light where you
Yeah,
can't
yeah,
even
yeah.
see. Yeah, another one. You gotta,
That's nice.
Whose head is that?
I think that's my hat.
I think that was Paul.
That's my hat. I'm always in the way. I'm always in the way, man.
Look at those boots she had.
Yeah.
Yeah, those boots, man.
Should have shot that in portrait and got more Paul. That would have been great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope you got more of those boots in some of the shots.
Oh yeah. I got
Okay.
some good shots of her.
Nice.
Mhm.
That was
Wait till
fun.
you see the shoot I have coming this weekend. This weekend's going to be fun.
Yep.
I guess I'll share another. This is what I use for the thumbnail. And
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow.
I
Love it.
I don't know.
Light painting
I just-
101.
I just thought, I thought this would be a cool spiral right down. It's I don't know. I think it's pretty stupid, but I thought it was going to be cool. And
Kind of
and
like a
then,
back vibe to it, man.
then the guy with the gun came and said that I can't have a tripod here because this is the U.S. Supreme Court.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. And he's like, can I ask what you're doing? I'm like, oh, I'm doing light painting, man. And he's like, well, let me see what it looks like. I was like, all right, cool. Just sit here and watch this. And then I show him the photo and he's like, yeah, I need you to get out of here. I'm like, okay. So this is my only attempt. That's all I got was this.
This is what you showed him.
This is what I showed him. And he was like, yeah,
Oh,
you need to
boy.
get out of here.
Hey, at least you
Okay.
got something decent to show,
You're right. Yeah, because I never knew I was going to do a show where I showed my fails. But here it is.
There you go.
U.S. Supreme Court doing like.
That's amazing.
So
Oh man, that's funny.
one time I went there though, and there was like a protest going on, and everybody had these red, I don't know, blindfolds on, and then they had a piece of duct tape over their mouth, and there was like 20 of them in a row, and they were just standing there, and they looked so creepy, and I was like fumbling to get my camera out. I swear to God, guys, putting the lens on, taking the lens cap off, battery was dead, whatever. I'm like, boom, boom, boom. I get it. Finally, I go to lift the camera up, and then one guy's like, all right, we're done. And then they all started walking away.
No.
And I was like, no, can you guys go back? It was like the sickest shot. And they left. Like, they all like, it was just cool because there's like 20 of them in a row. But
Go back to being creepy, guys.
Yeah, can you just be creepy again so I can support whatever you're protesting? Anybody gonna replace me, or have we run out of crappy photos? Because if we have,
I have something else if you want, if you have time.
yes, please.
Yeah, we got time.
And I think
So
someone
much.
was gonna send us.
So much. You guys have me?
No, I don't see it.
Am I sharing my screen? Oh, I probably have to share my screen.
Oh, maybe.
That might be
That'll
helpful.
All right, I see your screen. Bring it.
Let's go.
Boom.
Boom.
Boom. No
Yeah,
one
that
said
ain't that bad.
Nah, it's pretty bad.
That ain't that bad.
Well, yeah, I don't know. You got these people here in the background. You got this dude. I got him
Who is that? Was that Tony?
Yeah, it's Tony.
Tony, what's up?
Yeah. And also, I'm like, I don't know. I'm not perfectly symmetrical with this bridge. That's what this bridge is all about. Because obviously, this bridge has been shot a few times.
Just
So,
a couple.
Just a few. Just a few. And it's probably shot at like 12 noon, to be honest with you. Anyway.
Yeah, not the best time.
No, not the best
Oh,
time.
we got Maryland Drone Guy sent us a couple photos.
All right.
Oh, nice.
Throw it up.
Let's go.
Let's go.
We got a
Lead
bunch of-
submissions.
Are they drone pics? Can I
Of
find
course, they're
Brian?
drone pics.
What's your email, Brian? Mr. Brian James.
Mr. Brian James photo at gmail.com.
All right.
There's no period, obviously. It's just all one word. All right. This is from Maryland Drone Guy. You know what? I remember we made fun of him already on a similar photo, on a similar show.
Oh yeah.
No?
Oh yeah, we did.
Oh yeah, we did.
McGowan, that was before you joined
That
us,
was
but
before Brian. That was before Brian. Yeah, that was before.
he was. This is, I think, when Kevin was new, and we were telling him about, the exposure, because all
Yeah.
and this actually isn't. I've seen worse ones, so
Yeah.
this wasn't as bad. But yeah, the sun flare is, that's not great. This
There's
is a
not
little
much
dark.
you can do about it when you're droning.
Yeah,
really,
when you're droning, yeah.
And yeah, ND filters help though too.
Wait, guys.
Usually ND filters make them worse. The
What do you
flares.
mean? Oh, the flares, you think?
Yeah. Yeah, ND filters usually, because it's another piece of glass.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
It just-
Different refractions, right?
Yep.
Yeah, this isn't great. Kevin said he thought this was a banger. Let me see what else. Let's see what else he sent us.
I thought that was a banger.
These aren't that bad. I mean, that's dark as hell, but
Well, you could,
I really feel like you could.
if
lift
that's
this
shot
up.
in raw, you could
Yeah.
recover some of that.
Yeah.
Unless it's already been recovered and that's what the recovered looks like. But
Does it look like?
change the crop a bit.
Wait, guys, is the
Yeah.
Earth round?
No.
If there's any flat earthers watching my show right now, there's proof.
There's a bit of curve there, yeah.
There's a bit of curve.
It's fake. Fake curve. The software does it to compensate for the flat planet, Brian.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. What else Kevin sent us?
Kim, are you
Yeah,
sending
Brian.
photos to Brian?
I don't have anything from Kim yet.
Okay, so let us know, Kim, if you're sending something.
Yeah,
Oh,
this is totally blown out, man. Ah, look at the sky.
Yep.
You could tell it used to be orange or yellow, but it's gone now.
Yeah.
Kind of crop the sky out.
Yeah.
It's gone.
If that was
If you-
if
if
that
you
was
cover
shot
the sky
in
out,
raw
it's a
and
pretty nice
exposed
picture.
properly, that's actually a nice photo. Yeah.
Yeah, but he does have some awesome shots of this place I've seen. But
Okay.
yeah, that's no bueno. No bueno, Kevin.
Crop the sky out. Crop the sky. Or just use sky replacement, kids.
Yeah.
There you
Oh.
go.
This episode is.
It's on.
If,
it's
if
on
you want to
Photoshop.
get Lumina AI, let me know. I can send you a code.
Photoshop carry. Please.
Maryland Drone Guy said check out his IG. He's got a good one from that one.
Okay.
All
I got
right, we'll check it out.
Kim, let us know if you're sending a photo.
Maryland
an
Drone
uns-
Guy, drop your IG in the comments.
unselfish plug for.
It's Maryland Drone Guy.
Is it just Maryland Drone Guy?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I'll look him up because I don't know if I'm following him, so I'll look him up.
Give the man a
He's also
follow.
got a
Yes.
website. So if you're in the DMV area, DC, Maryland, or Virginia, and you need a drone photographer,
And there you
there you
go.
go.
There you go.
107 certified, Part 107 certified.
Nice.
All right, Kim. I don't know if
Kim?
you're sending us something, but I still have nothing from you. So
Yes.
I think
You want
we
me to
will. I think we're going to close this up.
Should we close it? Is that enough
Maybe.
torture?
I think we've. Oh,
Just
hold
shared
on.
one
Evan
last
says
part.
something. Evan says something.
Is that from this weekend?
This is from this weekend. I got other good shots though, but this was one of the worst ones.
Buddy, your drone stuff is really good.
Really underexposed.
Yeah.
You
There was
know,
no light, man.
but yeah, but I think we got a few here that turned out pretty okay. And these are just straight out of camera. Anyways, haven't touched them yet. But yeah,
But your drone stuff is
I'm
good.
new to drones. I'm new to drones, and I'm still learning how to frame them. So like this one, like this, it looks okay, but for me, the whole pure thing looks tilted somehow.
Yeah.
Still learning how to
It's
control.
okay
my
though.
drone. Yeah.
Kim sent something. It's not bad, man. And maybe just angle it a little bit. Somehow.
Yeah.
It's not bad. Not bad.
It's not terrible.
That was a tough morning, man. No sunrise, no fog, no
Yeah.
nothing. No nothing. Brian, check your email.
Yeah, I saw it. I'm still just making sense of this drone photo here. Thinking about it.
It's abstract. It's abstract.
Yeah.
All right,
Don't think too much.
Kim.
Too late.
It's 8:20. It's 8:28. If
It's all
we
right.
go over, we're gonna lose our sponsorship. So,
Let's get
we got
Kim in
one
here
last
quick.
photo from one of our favorite viewers here, and here we go, Kim.
Yep.
This is what we're ending on, Kim.
Oh, yeah.
I like how you got the
This
dude.
is
Ending with Kim.
Where's this taking, Kim? Weardale?
know that spot,
I don't know that spot.
but yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
that's right.
not pleased with this. I'm not pleased with it.
Well, the sky's blown.
The sky's blown.
Sky's black. Shadows are too dark.
That guy hasn't been blown. I'm guessing. This is my channel. I can say it if I want. Yeah, I mean, it's just, it's not super interesting here, but that's okay
It's okay.
because I know
That's
I
why
did
it's
see.
called a fail
Street.
show.
That's why it's a fail. But
yeah,
she does have on her IG. She does have a couple of shots, I think, from the set that actually worked. So, yeah, the whole point of the show is we all have failures.
Yeah.
And, you know, maybe some of our failures are better than others. Because I thought some of your guys' fails were not so bad. Who just jumped off? Where'd Evans go?
Evans.
Evans
Evans is
just-
gone.
He was done
Did
with
I
us.
kick? Did I kick him off? Or he just left?
I don't know.
He might have
I
just
don't
dropped it. It's okay.
Maybe
Has he
he's
been
testing
voted?
his audio.
Has he been voted off the island? Well, Evans,
was
if you can hear us, we love you, man, and I hope you're
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Call us. Call us. I'll
Wherever
say
you
you're.
are.
I'll say you're okay.
All right, everyone. Well, you see, that's how embarrassed one of our own got. He was
Yeah.
so. He just
Couldn't take
messaged
it.
me in the private chat, and he said, "I just can't do this anymore, guys. I feel so embarrassed
Yeah.
with my out of focus wedding pics. I'm gonna take off." So, yeah. Anyways, this is supposed to be a fun show. So thank you for joining us, and just wanted to kind of show that not everything you see on the internet, not everything you see on Instagram is a win and a banger, if you will. In Paul's
Yeah.
lingo, I've kind of adopted that. I like that word. So. Hopefully you saw some of our fails, and we probably have worse, but
Way worse.
even like Brian McGowan said, same for me. It's like a lot of my bad delete because I know bad I don't even want to waste hard drive space. But yeah, so I'm sure I have worse photos. But thank you everybody for joining us, and pass it on to you, Paul.
Yeah, thanks everyone for jumping on. Hopefully this gave you a glimpse into our journey as a photographer, and the journey never ends. So, just keep shooting. Hopefully the lockdown is going to be lifted in Toronto. They're talking about something for next week, so we'll see what happens, and maybe we can actually do something, which would be good, and actually go out and shoot. So, yeah, thanks everyone, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you very much for watching. Remember, we all suck sometimes. That's okay.
okay.
Thanks for watching. See you next week.
Thank you, guys. Just remember to learn from your mistakes and don't keep repeating them. That's all that matters. So see you next week, guys.
Also, make sure everyone likes this video and subscribes to all these fine folks out here. If you haven't already, there is Mr. Evans.
Mr. Evans. Oh, he's in time to say goodbye.
There you go. He's actually canceling the show.
And he's got no audio.
And he's got no.
He's our sign language interpreter who doesn't know sign language. Yeah, we still can't hear Evans.
Evans, we still can't hear you.
What's thank? Is this thank you? Wait, I hear him now.
This is thank you.
Thank you.
There you go.
Thank you.
I got briefly cut out by the internet for some reason, then it just came back on.
You must have Bell internet at your house.
No, it's the Sony. It's the Sony.
I'm not even using the Sony. I'm using my Blackmagic for the stream.
Oh boy.
He's upgraded.
All right, guys. So I just want to say thank you guys for spending your Wednesday evening with us. We always appreciate you guys coming out through it and being in the comments and always, supporting this show. We're always here because of you guys, and this is a community show, so you're all part of this community, and we appreciate you very well, so much. So go check out all of our YouTube channels, because every week we rotate, right? So subscribe to each one of us, hit that notification bell so you don't miss another show. We'll see you next week with another, awesome topic that we'll discuss.
All right.
Good night.
Have a good night.
Peace.
All right,
Take
good
care.
night.